Boris Johnson's tenure as UK Prime Minister appears on the brink after the resignation of 2 cabinet members on the grounds of no confidence. Chancellor Rishi Sunak and Health Secretary Sajid Javid both cited issues of integrity in their respective resignations.
Is it time to come clean, Mr Javid?
Time to come clean and clear out. This to be the Health Secretary's last walk up this street into Cabinet, as what was meant to be a routine weekly gathering morphed into something very different. Look at their faces. Nothing routine or typical about any of this.
Good evening. I'm just going to go and spend some time with my family.
Sajid Javid tonight heading home after quitting government and leaving the Prime Minister in peril. In a letter to Boris Johnson, Mr Javid said, "The tone you set as a leader and the values you represent reflects on your colleagues, your party and ultimately the country." And just minutes later, the Chancellor giving his answer to Rishi Sunak resigning too from government, saying in his letter to Mr Johnson, "The public rightly expect government to be conducted properly, competently and seriously. I recognise this may be my last ministerial job, but I believe these standards are worth fighting for, and that is why I am resigning." A government for months embroiled in sleaze and scandal, be it parties in number 10 during lockdowns or a porn-watching MP. The latest controversy was over this man, Chris Pincher, forced to resign from government over accusations of sexual harassment, made all the worse after it turned out that despite number 10's denials, the Prime Minister knew of a past formal complaint all along and appointed him still.
Prime Minister, do you accept it was a grave error to appoint Chris Pincher to your government?
Yes, I think it was a mistake, and I apologise for it. I think in hindsight it was the wrong thing to do. I apologise to everybody who's been badly affected by it, and I just want to make absolutely clear that there's no place in this government for anybody who is predatory or who abuses their position of power.
Did you once joke, though, Pincher by name, Pincher by nature?
Well, what I can tell you is that if I look at the background of this and why I regret it so much, is that about 3 years ago, there was a complaint made against Chris Pincher in the Foreign Office. The complaint was cleared up. He apologised. It was raised with me. Orally, I was briefed on what had happened, and you know, if I had my time again, I would think back on it and recognise that he wasn't going to learn any lesson, and he wasn't going to change.
But some say another election is necessary now.
We need a fresh start for Britain. We need a change of government, and this government is collapsing, the Tory party is corrupted, and changing one man at the top of the Tory party won't make any difference. It won't fix the problems. Let's have a fresh start for Britain. Let's have a real change of government.
Can Boris Johnson survive? This has been the issue that has been debated by his enemies and his allies alike for months. And the question tonight is whether these 2 bombshell resignations could be the moment that decides the matter of his future. For now, Boris Johnson's determined to carry on, but his leadership is in freefall, as is his command over his government and the parliamentary party. Rivals are circling, MPs are mobilising to try and trigger another confidence vote in a PM who's never looked as imperilled as right now. The PM tonight acting fast to try to move ministers around and regain some grip. But all of this is out of his control, and now no sense he'll ever be able to pull it back.